Certainly last week the officials really let them play in the defensive backfield. Coaches had no problem with it, said it was the same on both sides, but they allowed the DBs to be physical against the receivers. Trace Homa has had a magnificent season as the first-year starter for the Sooners, leading the nation's highest scoring team. They're #1 in total offense, and last week's win against Kansas after one carry with a left foot and ankle injury. Murray throws a wobbler behind Sermon. They want to try to keep him in the pocket. He's listed at 5'10". Coaches for West Virginia hope to make it difficult for him to see. 51% on third down this year for Oklahoma. On target for a first down.
Kyler Murray on that throw.
West Virginia not lined up as Oklahoma got to the line very quickly.
Head coach.
Elevated to head coach when Bob Stoops retired. Here's Murray, the worst nightmare for Tony Gibson's defense. Murray gets a nice block downfield from CeeDee Lamb and scores. 3 straight games when giving up 40 points or more in each of them. Here's Kennedy Brooks ahead for about. A lot of times when it's one unit carrying the way, or in this case offense and special teams, there can be some finger pointing, but that hasn't happened at Oklahoma. Murray on target. Marquise Brown.
And watch other teams. This unit up front is outstanding.
Yeah, from left to right. There's no weak link in that offensive line. The throw incomplete.
That's tough against a team like this.
Kennedy Brooks, gaping hole, first down, and much more. Stayed on his feet, broke several.
A big gap opened up in the run game.
And Sandwich, the guy who wouldn't be playing had it not been for those. They've played better defense here than they have in the past. Kennedy Brooks stacked up after a 2-yard gain from its own 10. The first stop of the game by either defense goes to the Sooners. Murray off his back foot on target to CeeDee Lamb. And he's down
of a notch here down the stretch.
Trey Sermon on 2nd and 1 gets the first down.
Which is best in college football, but they're 108th in terms of number of plays per game. So they're just so efficient, even though they don't run a ton of plays.
Well, there's 2 things that factor in. 2nd down and 10. Off the play fake. Lots of pressure on Murray on target. Coming back to make the catch. And he can get down the field. So 3rd down and 6. Pressure again from West Virginia and a wide open receiver. Marquise Brown across midfield and out of bounds. Big play for Oklahoma. Get its subs on the field defensively. Jeremiah Hall, the motion man. Murray on target.
He has got some special talents.
Tony Gibson said it's one of the few quarterbacks that I've ever seen who seems to throw the ball better on the run. He's on the run and fumbles as he hit the ground at the 30-yard line. Recovered by Kenny Robinson, which clinched its spot with a win today at Kansas. Kyler Murray in a 14-all tie, going deep, and there's Hollywood Brown again, and yanked down at the 1-yard line. Keith Wash
play, but Oklahoma 1st and goal.
Trey Sermon to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma, as being one of the biggest in the history of the West Virginia football program. Kennedy Brooks. Of course, this is a school that's played
an offense that's built to keep them right in this football game.
Straight ahead, and they gash him on the run. Kennedy Brooks off to the races. Will they catch him? No, they won't. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
All season of 50 yards.
And Mississippi State was the only other team in the country that could say that they hadn't given up a 50-yard play. And on off.
You know, both teams forced a turnover in that first half. Oklahoma scored when theirs. West Virginia did not.
Kennedy Brooks breaking tackle, still going. And inside the 50. Last week in Stillwater when they blew a 17-point lead to the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Brooks again tripped up, or he had a lot. And they stick with the ground. And Brooks ahead for you. Kyler Murray on first down. Gives it to Kennedy Brooks. Look like they now here in Morgantown. Under 10 minutes to go, third quarter. The winner to the Big 12 title game next Saturday to take on Texas. CeeDee Lamb and a nice turn up the field after the play for the season. Here's Murray. Runs out of bounds. Major League Baseball draft this year, the 9th pick overall by the Oakland A's, a $4.7 million signing bonus. 2nd and 2. Big hole. Kennedy Brooks powers inside the 30 and inside on the right end of that line. He can really run. Pass protects for Murray. Runs away from the defense. That's not the first time through. 2nd and 4. 7 minutes to go. Third quarter. Tied at 35. And Murray threw it away. Oklahoma has not punted in this game. They're in field goal range certainly on 3rd and 4. CeeDee Lamb stacked up a yard short. You got a little fancy with us on Thanksgiving weekend with the gadgets and gizmos. 2nd and 10. Trey Sermon, and it's a fired up Mountaineer
Lineman defensively.
They come after Kyler Murray. He lofts one deep and into the arms of Marquise. Receiving and a touchdown for Brown. Murray checks it down. Brown not tired. Down the sideline and still going. Breaks a tackle and scores. And Oklahoma trying to stay in the chase for the college football playoff as well. Down by 4 as the 4th quarter begins. Kennedy Brooks breaks tackles and weaves. Brooks, the running back. Murray gave it to him and he gets slammed down. Murray communicates the play. Hands it off. Kennedy Brooks twisting down. West Virginia crowds the middle, so Murray tries to go outside and could not get that the strong side of the formation. And Brooks did not go anywhere. Giovanni still with something here. He goes straight back. He fires wide open. Touchdown.
The difference in the ball game.
Oklahoma averaging 11.7 yards per play. They'll improve on that average. They've actually been outgained by West Virginia by 3 yards. 8.5 to go. Kennedy Brooks. You want now for the year with their performance tonight. And you're right, Holly. This is the best offensive line we've seen this season. Kyler Murray made them punt once, but at a certain point you got to hope they can make a play. There's Kennedy. 183 yards rushing for Kennedy Brooks on 19 carries. Option the other way. Brooks tripped up
for that long of a period of time.
It's very hard to get him down, even pressure him as we saw with 3 men. The way he can move. Give Lincoln Riley credit. Went for it on 4th down. Here's Murray. Murray slides down alertly, got the first.